Former National Security Advisor Susan Rice famously went on Sunday morning talk shows blaming an internet video for the Benghazi attack. Now she says she can't trust the Trump administration about what happened to Iran terror leader Qasem Soleimani.
Do you trust what you're hearing from the Trump administration right now, the initial information about the intelligence assessments?
Wolf, I wish I could. This administration, sadly, tragically, has a record of almost daily misrepresenting the facts, telling falsehoods about issues big and very small. So it's hard to have confidence on the face at their representation.
Joining us now to react, Mark Geist is a member of the Annex security team who bravely fought in Benghazi. Mark, thanks for being here. So she says misrepresenting the facts, telling falsehoods on issues big and very small. Might that be how we characterize her going on the Sunday shows and talking about what happened, the event you were a part of?
Yeah, I mean, she pretty much has zero integrity in my book. But, it's typical tactics from the Democrats. They're going to bring out their standard bearer who's going to come out just like they did in Benghazi. She's the one that's going to come out and say what they want to say. Which goes against her credibility completely.
Mark,
just completely.
After that happened, when you're looking at the coverage and you hear that Susan, you've been through a gunfight to defend your men, you've lost men, you've saved lives, and you see the National Security Advisor go out and say, it was just spontaneous, and it was because of an internet video. Your reaction in that moment and how it colors your frustration of the fact that she now charges the Trump administration with lying?
Well, first off, when has a protest ever occurred at night, and when do they typically, most protests, they don't typically bring AK-47s, belt-fed machine guns, and RPGs. That's somebody planning an attack, and they knew it. They knew it when she went out on the speaking circuit that Sunday, but instead of telling the truth, she just wanted to tell lies because she had to say what the administration at the time wanted.
Why was she never held to account for that? Some shows like this and others have covered it, but ultimately she skated.
Well, and Wolf Blitzer sitting there putting her back on to talk about something that has to do with integrity is letting her skate one more time instead of asking her the questions it should. But the whole Benghazi thing, I think there's a lot of people out there, Hillary Clinton included, that have skated on being held accountable and truly being held accountable.
As you reflected what President Trump did in Baghdad with our embassy there, could it have been any different from what you experienced?
If President Trump would have been in office at the time of Benghazi, we would have lost 4 Americans. One, I think we would have had, I know for a fact security at the consulate would have been a whole lot better. We would have also had a whole lot more support that would have gotten to us. A good example is what he did here. Within an hour, he had 100 Marines heading that direction. They had 750 Marines coming up from Kuwait, and then an 82nd Airborne put on alert and heading that direction as well.
Yeah, reports are he was saying not fast enough. I need him there faster, which is precisely what you want from your Commander-in-Chief. Mark Geist, thank you for your clarity this morning and your courage on the battlefield.
Thank you very much, everybody.
You got it.